All right, so there are definitely ways in which antinatalism hinges on the concept of non-existence being a true neutral, right? I've been thinking about non-existence. I saw a helpful Reddit post the other day. It basically said that cold is not a thing. Cold is just the absence of heat, right? And I think that's a shift for people, but it's like relatively easy to understand. And that's what, it's the same with death. It's the same with non-existence. It's just the absence of life, it's just the absence of sentience. There is no state of non-existence, right? It doesn't exist. So that is, I think, important to establish that before I talk about the rest of this video and sort of get to my main thesis here, which is to say that I think it can be very rational to prefer non-existence to existence, right? Very rational indeed. And, we as antinatalists, we basically say many things, but among the things that we say is, non-existence is better than existence, or at least it's better than kind of gambling with somebody else's existence, right? I personally am someone who has for years felt that non-existence was preferable to existence. And, obviously what kind of sucks about that is just that you're forced to continue existing regardless of that preference. And, it's a weird spot to be in, because I think it can be very, very rational and very, I don't think it has to be a sad thing or anything to prefer non-existence. I think you can just kind of evaluate your options and use your rubric and just say, well, this is not what I want, and I would prefer to leave, thank you. I'd prefer non-existence over this state of existence that I am experiencing and am likely to experience based on my projections. I think that's reasonable, right? And it's just like the biggest gaslight nonsense in the world to be like, there's no circumstances under which that makes sense. I think that's just so wild and so antiquated, and just so religiously tinged and all that, and also selfish on the part of the people saying it, right? So I get frustrated, being obligated to stick around when my preference is for non-existence, and I think that should be respected. We don't really have bodily autonomy, right? So I guess I'm gonna call it a day at that and talk to you in the next one.